Dr. Elias Carter had spent his life perfecting the Human Emulator, a machine capable of copying a person's entire consciousness into a synthetic body. His goal? Immortality. At first, the tests were promising. The emulated copies had memories, emotions, and free will. They were perfect replicas. But there was one problem. The originals always died within 24 hours. Every time someone was copied, their real body would fail, as if the universe refused to allow two versions of the same person to exist. Elias knew he had to shut the project down. This wasn't immortality, it was murder. But the government had other plans. They seized control of the emulator, using it to replace politicians, military leaders, and CEOs with loyal, programmable clones. The public had no idea that some of the most powerful people in the world weren't human anymore. Elias became a prisoner in his own lab, forced to continue his research under constant surveillance. Every night, he lay awake, knowing the machine he built was turning the world into something soulless. Then, he overheard a conversation that changed everything. "Dr. Carter has served his purpose," a voice said over the intercom. "Tomorrow, we'll replace him." His own clone was being prepared. He had 24 hours to escape, or by tomorrow, the real Elias Carter would be dead, and no one would even know. There was only one way out. He had to copy himself first. Breaking free from his guards, Elias sprinted to the emulator chamber. He locked the doors behind him and set the machine to scan his brain. As the countdown began, he hesitated. What if I'm not the one who wakes up? There were two possible outcomes. Either he would walk out of the machine as himself, or he would be erased, and his copy, a version of him that thought it was the original, would take his place. There was no time to doubt. He pressed the button. A flash of light, darkness. Then, Elias gasped as he woke up. His body felt strange, lighter, stronger. He looked at his hands, synthetic, but real. Then he turned. His real body lay motionless in the chair, eyes still open, lifeless. He was the copy. A wave of panic washed over him, but he pushed it down. He was Elias now, the only Elias. And he had one mission: burn this place to the ground. Outside, the security alarms blared. They knew he was inside. They thought they were hunting the original. They had no idea that the real Elias Carter was already dead. And his copy? His copy was ready to fight.